with them. And on the Vanguard, the police S from fighting are detaining Rivers COS here. Rivers Sole Administrator cancels all pending procurement tender processes. All of those are headlines from the Vanguard newspaper. And then over to the Punch now. It says Trump's tariff threatens $10 billion US-Nigeria trade. Local refineries importing substandard crude, Petron alleges. Substandard crude? New 14% tariff against US-Nigeria's AGOA duty-free trade, NAC president. And this one says foreign has failed. Stephen Ibiki said has failed. Stephen Ibiki says what the imposed sole administrator is doing in the state is unconstitutional and undemocratic. Raymond says sole administrator should please respond quickly on modalities on waste management within local government because our people are suffering. Judges are coming in on Facebook say the FCT minister, nobody is wishing him death. The story is that he drank too much and collapsed. But there were videos of him leading a group to the why wasn't he at the birthday if these things happened at the same day? Because not there. And that's the question this person is asking, brother. There are a lot of reasons why. Plenty of reasons why. I'm sure there were many other people who were not present at the birthday of the president. So this one says Tinubu built Lagos. Why is he not building Nigeria? Sunday as well says this Rivers State sole administrator has a plan far from what Rivers people expect. He's here for a dirty job. I don't know about whether he's here for a dirty job. I only know about the job that was publicly said to us that he's here for. There's another job, possibly it has not been made public, or we have not been told, or we don't know about it. But the one that we know that Rivers people heard was the one said by the president and then repeated by the sole administrator. By the way, the sole administrator reports to the president. Let's remember that. Chief Bekwe says the sole administration and the people that planted in there should stop ridiculing themselves. Which budget regulates the spendings of monthly allocation released to sole administration as he claimed to be working according to Supreme Court judgment? Skillful Period says, I don't know why some people are wishing their fellow human beings death because of political interest. But I think one time I tried to address this because a lot of us was like, you don't wish anybody death. And you also, not because of politics, do something to get about things. You allow something to realize that manipulation could lead to a person going to prison, losing their lives, falling ill. There are many things, and that would also be seen as death. If you also come out outrightly and wish a person death, that's also death, and that's not out of both happening in our politics in this country, and it's very saddening. Blessed Allah says, court stops please DSS of arrest of Edison. Because we're not in a banana republic. Tamina Tekena Dagogo says, Sole Administrator said the budget is still being prepared. But Merrile and 27 lawmakers wanted the governor to present the budget 4 days after Junaya, who says the minister has clear he didn't collapse. Commendable. Alright, we'll take more messages on books. Now see what you're on the phone lines. Call us up on 0817 923 0007 0817 923 0007 0817 923 0002 the numbers that you can call to join. Several comments here. This one says the sole administrator should be honest to the plate as his plans for the state to create job opportunities, improve infrastructure and well-being of the people is a welcome development. Wait, God, in Aka, that's from you. If Natasha Akpoti were to be a Rivers senator on the side of Fubara, Rivers people would have recalled Touch. The state capital is dirty and it smells. Solar Administrator has dabbed into Rivers politics, enjoying the milk and honey of the state. What cancellation of procurement act? Ugo Jone Justice. Blessed debunk the rumor of collapse. Just to change his character because the people are trying set from 19-1. Okay, 9-0-1-0-0-0-7. I think that's the Mr. Collapse. That person in the tent is but advanced honorable sent in on. So that's a major thing. There's no doing it because people made mention of the state. Book of the brief of collapse. There's explain that script which is geared towards consolidating power in River State. Pakis from a chair. You sent that much in. This one that's from Facebook. This one on WhatsApp says the FCT minister should focus more on his health than the manipulated testimony of the former head of service. Andrew Patrick says he's watching from agency on 2 weeks of peaceful politics in River State under the sole administrator. Whatever administrator will do to restore peace, he should go ahead. This one says okay, I think we had this one on Facebook already, so I'll just move on. Let's go back to the phone lines and see if we're ready for you now. We're just having slight delays with the phone lines. It's the reason why we haven't started taking the calls yet. Mark Opoene says the sole administrator presenting new budget. Does it mean the budget vision and project of the governor is unnecessary? That would be the thing, because there were campaigns that were made. There is a direction and a plan for the state under the leadership of the governor. Would this budget look at those plans, those programs, or are we going to just have a whole new direction? Is going to be a direction for the state based on what the president thinks, or suggestions that will be made? How that is going to work? The truth is, let's understand that nobody is ever going to get all the details of what's happening at that level. There are some things that are secret matters, that are state matters that would never be said. So you're only going to fight yourself and make accusations and saying what you have of what the real situation is. So that's why when you make your comments and your criticisms, I tell you to always try to come correct, because what you know is not even half. You're just some of you are, you speak from a place of bitterness, sentiment, and so on and so forth. Thank God ability says 6 months budget or 1 year budget. We'll find out. But we know what a budget cycle is like and how it runs. Please tell us your name, tell us where you're calling from, and go straight to the point. Good morning.
Yeah, greetings from a chair to you.
All right, go on.
They look at me from a chair. Yes, sole administrator councils all programs. No told us his plan in the state or his mission in the state, because he said he came to make peace, and he has discovered that there is no problem in the state. But his actions, as if it's a state where there is nobody. And look at how the to Mr. President, and he felt deaf ears on the statement by FCT Minister denying us that it is
he actually died. He actually, so it wasn't his death rumor he was denying.
Or his reaction.
There are stories that he collapsed, and he's saying he did not collapse.
Yeah, thank you. Yes.
Thank you.
He said people have attention of a confession made by a head of service. My brother, I am from a chair. I will know what played out, that it was just a calculated attempt to malign the governor, cook a fake news against the governor that has worked well for a chair people, and he had a title in a chair, Deacon one of a chair, and we are disappointed on that concocted arrangement. For me, it's dead on eyeball.
Now, 0817-923-0007, 0817-923-0002. Good morning, Nigeria Info.
Good morning, my brother. I feel me, Andrew.
Good morning to you.
This is Blessed from Alo.
Okay.
My brother, I want to say something about court stop DSS and police to arrest Chief of Staff of a government house, Edison Hehe. This is a nice one. Let me tell you one thing. We have been seeing a lot of issue that they have planned to arrest all the loyalists of Governor Fubara so that they can talk and non-talk to against to nail a governor? The answer is no. Let me tell you one thing: to buy all these people so that they can get Governor Simfu Foolish in charge of the state. They went to Abuja to misinform President Tinubu about what is going to happen in the state. That's why the declared state of emergency, which is unconstitutional. Hear what people saying about dustbin dirty every corner, and there is epidemic can come out because of this thing. So I'm appealing to sole administrator, totally resign. Let them offer the government.
I don't think in all of this your ground should be pointed towards the sole administrator. It's only in assignment that his responsibility has been saddled with for a particular period of time. That from perhaps decisions will be made, and conversations will be held, and not.
Let me quickly dwell on the issue of. City Minister clarifying that he did not collapse to quickly appoint a Rewama boss. Please, be something. We need a Rewama boss. Please. I know he came to maintain peace. I know you. Forum from a chair.
All right, Forum. See if we can do one more call, even though. All right, Forum. See if we can do one more call, even though we don't have time for it. I'll just squeeze one more in. Good morning.
Good morning,
Okay. All right.
We are awarded or that we are still pending for has been an issue that has been causing problem in River State that has not been presented. So you cannot just complain on something and work on nothing when you come back. So the best is for him to consolidate, see how he can reconstitute a budget, then if properly, they can constitute a House of Assembly that can work with what they need to appoint people or use the permanent secretary, to make an arrangement so that they can constitute a constituted budget that can be used for River State.
All right, thank you very much.
Workers also are happy with what the administrator has done because workers' pay has been, paid for like 2 months. So the workers are really happy with the 2 weeks.
Contribution later, the workers before to tell of course would not be the galleries. I said this in assembly. It's not something that is now. They cannot just go and constitute an assembly because they say the assembly members were suspended, so it would only be okay to remove the suspension and have them seated back, and then from there we know what the president went about it or how the assembly went about it and all of that stuff, which is what many people have continued to question. Some say the sole administrator being here is illegal and the illegalities around how he was appointed, but the man cannot tell president, no, I will not go. But the point is he's here now, and so how do we move forward going forward from the camp of the enemies of the state? Like the story of what dead baby syndrome. Let them know that in time Kama will speak. Came really slow to come up, fortunately. So I might just not be able to because